I adjusted to HARGEISA very well.
No, for sure.
I think you have to take, I think I have to give you credit more. Because I actually learned a lot from you. But I feel like the great thing about what you do is you're creating content, but at the same time, you're not just creating content, you're making yourself accessible to the diaspora in order to help them adjust or do you know what I mean? I don't want to say assimilate because that's such a bad word. Not adjust to
Transition.
To transition.
Yeah. Transition is if you're gonna stay here, but just to have a good time, basically.
Yeah.
If you're here for holiday, there's difference. There's transition if you're going to stay here, and then there's like to have a good time. Because I know you're only, let's say, if I know you're only gonna be here for like a month or 2 months, you know, like a short period of time, 2 weeks, whatever. It's going to be different to someone who's here, going to be here for 5 months, 6 months, a year, you know. That's how I see it. So far, I've had 2, and there's a third one that like I've helped. Obviously, I've helped a lot of people. I'm talking about where I've chilled with, like Ahmed is one of them from London. He was my first one. He wanted to just do a music video. He wanted help with a music video. I shot him a music video and then we chilled, you know, together. You, second one. We just met and we started talking and then we became friends, showed you around. So that's how I'm doing, you know. I know you hate this one, but it's all part of the hashtag k.o.tour.
Guys, he tries it all the time and it's the most frustrating thing on earth. Even though, alhamdulillah, I'm happy to support you in your content, the way you support me in my content. But wallahi, sometimes I don't want to hear k.o.tour. Sometimes I just want to be like, wow, this happened to me today. But anyways, no, but like, but there had to have been like some hard things for you to adjust to in HARGEISA.
Well, of course, the hardest one is the language, and I still don't know how to speak Somali.
Your Somali is not bad.
It is. Like I think I've seen only maybe 1 or 2 people worse than me.
Yeah. Jijigaya, Race Coffee, the one
Race
that's
Cafe,
Race Cafe, sorry. Race Cafe on Jijigaya, right to the left of Mocha.
Opposite Mocha.
Yeah, opposite Mocha. They're open on Jummah between 12 and 4.
Yeah?
Full lunch too.
Full lunch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's decent. You see that they're making business.
And look at me, I learned that. Welcome to the MN tour.
Alrighty then.
I hate myself for that. MN, because it's like Maryam Noor. Do you get it? MN tour. Even though k.o.tour works out better.
It's like,
Anyways.
Don't worry, you try this.
It's like Osman travel or knockout travel.
Oh, it's both. You see, it's both.
Anyway, okay.
So yeah, that was difficult. Sorry, is language, things close between 12 and 4, and just people being late. That's it.
But I noticed one thing that, like, for me was the hardest thing for me to adjust to here is the way that people blame things on HARGEISA rather than themselves. Like, it's the lack of accountability folks take. Because, for example, I was at a restaurant and I'm like, hey, how long is this going to take? And they're like, 45 minutes. And I'm like, how is that going to take? It's a sandwich. How is it going to take 45 minutes? They're like, it's HARGEISA. Or like, someone was 10 minutes away, but the person came 30 minutes later. And she's like, it's HARGEISA. And I'm like, no, I literally called her out because she spoke English. I'm like, it's not HARGEISA, it's you. You're creating the culture of lateness that you're participating in the culture of lateness and you're blaming that on the city and you're making that okay. But one thing I had to like, subhanAllah, like the concept of unlearning is so true in HARGEISA. You constantly have to unlearn things that we're so potent to and we're so like used to. Because like, you can't compare HARGEISA to the West, like Canada or the UK. It's not fair. Right? So when you talk about, for example, things, I'm not even talking about like business practices or whatever. I'm talking about things that you can't find in HARGEISA. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like, what are the 2 things that I tell you I miss the most in Canada?
Starbucks and
Perrier,
the water, Perrier.
I'm dying.
But you found something like Starbucks.
I did, alhamdulillah. But it's like, those are things that like, I'm like, oh, I miss that. Or for example, I'm like, the road structure, because for those who don't know, HARGEISA is, I don't want to use the word developed, but HARGEISA is growing at a very rapid rate. It's growing pretty fast, business-wise.
Business-wise?
Infrastructure-wise, no.
Okay, there we go.
The roads, for example, Jigjiga, the road is fine. But like the
Yeah, you
road.
know how long ago? That was only
Yeah,
like maybe a month, 2 months before you came.
exactly. So Jigjiga, but you know when you're going, for example, to my house,
Yeah.
there's no road, right? It's
Oh,
all,
inside, yeah. You won't
Yeah.
find roads inside. Yeah.
HARGEISA doesn't have street signs.
They do.
There's no
Yeah.
addresses here.
There's no addresses. No.
There's no stoplights,
No. There's no traffic lights.
no stop signs.
No traffic lights.
People drive however they want to.
Yes.
People will swerve between lanes.
Yes.
You have to be a mad person to drive here. Guys, I have been driving for a few years. Wallahi, I would never try driving. In HARGEISA, I drove in Boreman, not HARGEISA.
Burma's easy. It's just like one street.
That's not funny. But anyways, but you have to be careful of
The people and the child.
the bajaj, the
Yeah.
tuk-tuks or whatever.
Tuk-tuks, yeah.
But like Boreman, okay, so but I'm like right now talking about like HARGEISA. That is one thing for me that was the hardest for me to adapt to. Like I told you guys, like I literally a few weeks into being here, I cried. Like I broke down and I just cried. One of my friends actually said to me that was weakness leaving you, which was probably the most savage thing anyone's ever said to me. But it was just like adjusting here, and the language for me is probably one of the hardest things. I speak pretty decent
Really, the
Somali.
language?
Yeah, I speak okay. Like my Somali is pretty decent, but for me, it's more about the fact that I feel like I can't express myself as well in English as I can in Somali.
Your Somali's not that bad.
My Somali is not bad, but what I'm saying is, like for example, I was in a situation where someone was kind of talking about the issue of gun violence in the West and like in the UK, like knife attacks, and like in Canada and the US, like the experiences of black Somali boys getting killed, and it's like I can't defend myself. I can't defend it and try and explain systematic oppression to this person in the Somali and the restrictions of how I speak Somali. So for me, it's like I'm literally tapping my mom on the shoulder and I'm like, "Wait, can you explain systematic oppression to these people?" You know what I mean? So it's like that was one thing that was hard for me to grasp. Or like when, for example, like the context of like, I don't have my car here. Like I don't drive in HARGEISA, right? So it's very hard that I don't drive here. The freedom of like what I'm used to back home, you know, like the fact that like, you know, even the concept of coming home late here. Like, for example, when I try and come home here late, it's like I have a gate that I have to open, and then I have a watchman that I have to be conscious of, and then I have another gate that I have to open, and then I can get into my house, you know? But back home, it's like I just have keys and I have a car. And it's like, I don't have to worry because I know my city. Obviously, I have to be cautious and logical. But with HARGEISA, it's very different. But I feel like also the experience of being a guy here is very different.
100%.
So I would say that like, I know the patriarchy is very alive and well, but in HARGEISA, it is very alive and well. So like for you walking down the street, you don't worry about your safety.
Well, I do.
Well, you do.
With technology.
Yes.
Not safety, any other ways like harassment or catcalling or like trying to do something to me. No, the only thing is they'll try to rob your phone.
Yeah.
And if you only go to dark areas, dark
Yeah.
places, literally the main streets and places that have lights, no one's gonna try. The reason why is because everyone knows everyone, or everyone is family.
HARGEISA is so small.
It's so small. You know, I've met so many people that, and then at the end of the day, it's a thing like everyone will know everyone because it's such a tribalism sort of country. If you rob a Isa Musa, you know, you will get found out.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that
Even Somaliland as a whole is small because, mind you, for example, you and I met you through Instagram, right? And we ended up making the realization that your sister is friends with my aunt.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've only heard that.
Yeah, like that's how crazy it is. Khalid and I literally just met, and we realized that his sister is friends with my aunt who lives in UAE.
First aunt, rather like aunt, like what?
Like
your mom's sister.
no, like my in-law, but I grew up with her.
Oh, okay.
But like that's still crazy.
Yeah.
Or like I met Ahmed, and Ahmed knows my family in Kuwait.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That is
China,
that is wild.